Welcome to WrestleCulture. Here he is.
One day we'll get it right.
Yeah. You need a friend on Dynamite, you're in a craze. USDK, please, but he says 9 days. Omega Code of Jericho, they're in hell. Facing Don's family, what's that? Well, you gotta fight with Paul White, the Big Show. I'm Adam Wilbourn from WrestleCulture.
I like it.
Yeah. I'll be perfectly honest, I forgot about the song until about 5 minutes ago.
Until just this second.
It's freestyle there. No, I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Adam Nicholas and Phil Chambers to discuss all the goings on in wrestling this week live on YouTube. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WrestleCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Where we do daily wrestling podcasts. We review Raw, SmackDown, the show formerly known as NXT 2. But AEW Dynamite, AEW Collision, pay-per-views, premium live events. We have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a round of the week complete with a very good quiz, of course, on WrestleCulture. Thank you to everyone who's joining us on YouTube. Thank you to everyone for their messages, their donations as well already. It's been quite the week. Paul White's returning to the ring, Phil.
Yeah, he is.
What is going on?
I mean, yeah, all that Jericho nostalgia.
You got him.
Yep.
It's the teaming everyone's been crying out for on social media, I've seen.
Yeah.
The only way it would have been better is
Crying on social media. That's what you said, yeah?
Yeah,
Just crying.
skip the out, just crying, but...
The only way this would have been better if they'd have teased Mercedes Moné and then it'd been Big Show came out.
That would have been
would have
really
been-
good, to be fair.
That would have been akin to like when everyone was convinced it was going to be like Brock and it was Christian. No disrespect to Christian, of course.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you set them up for the failure.
Didn't they have Big Show then go like,
it was Big
not
Show.
It's not who you think it is, calm down.
It was him who was coming out going, I've got the hottest signing. But it's not who you think it is. Calm down, guys.
I do love as well that it's Tony Khan's big announcement on Dynamite, and it's not Big Show, it's not Ric Flair of all goddamn people, it's the tickets are on sale.
Yeah.
Tickets are on sale.
There was at least 2 things on that show
I think
that were big.
you've kind of buried the lead there, Phil. The tickets are on sale and my family puts their Christmas tree up in July.
Hey, imagine if you still had some tickets to sell for a show.
Oh, hey.
Imagine. I
Thankfully,
wonder what that's like.
Thankfully,
We wouldn't know anything about
We haven't
that.
got that problem because our live show is sold out.
Yeah.
Mosaic Tap, Newcastle upon Tyne, 21st of November.
Sell out.
Thank you to everyone who's bought tickets, genuinely.
Sell out.
Real big fish.
Oh, yeah. The Mosaic, you lot are going to give me lots of money. And everything's going to be, right.
I can't wait for it. Oh, this is a week ago, wasn't it? We went for them. I went to try their delicious beers.
Delicious.
On the way to Impact.
I was about to
Turning
say,
Point.
yeah.
we should give the update because we were very excited last
Oh,
Friday
yeah.
when we were leaving here to go basically to do the recce at Mosaic Tap and see how we wanted it to be for the followed straight into
Simon Miller's debut for Impact
Miller's
Wrestling.
debut for Impact, which we can talk about. Well, we talked about it last week anyway.
It's going to be
but
out
It's airing
tonight, isn't
tonight,
it?
yeah.
Is it tonight, yeah.
On Impact Plus
Yes.
and the YouTube memberships thing on Impact's channel and on Fight.
I'm going to be watching that show again because Joe Hendry told me something that I was unaware of at the time. We had a lovely night of the wrestling. I've never seen Eddie Edwards work before. I thought he was brilliant in that main event with Ospreay. Got to see Brexit Trinity. You know, we got to see all that. She had a Union Jack on
It was if you were from America and you didn't have the context, it was really nice. That
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But it's like
Just unfortunate.
Got Brexit on her head.
She tried, damn it.
she was awesome though as well. To be
She
fair.
was
I
awesome.
don't think I've ever seen Jordan Grace in the flesh before either.
Yeah.
Very impressive. But yeah, it was a fantastic show. We had a great time. And then Hendry, I was talking to him afterwards, Joe Hendry, patched things up somewhat in terms of the WrestleCulture.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Well, he did pay for the damages, which is nice.
Yeah. And we got to eat the chicken that landed on the floor. So, you know.
Well, that's a fun, interesting term.
He
He didn't have to, he did.
He told me that there was a sign at the show. Hear about this?
No.
I did hear about this.
This is Joe Hendry's words, not mine.
Okay.
There's apparently a sign. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the screens or not. I really hope it is.
I hope it is.
That said, Adam Wilbourn is a virgin. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
And despite the fact that you have a child,
Despite all evidence to the contrary.
still believable.
Yeah. I've got that riz about me.
Yeah.
Is that the right term? I don't know. I think if I have to ask
the
that.
opposite of that.
Yeah.
You've got that anti-risk.
Non-riz.
Zer. You've got the zer.
You've got that zero.
Oh.
Zer.
Before I forget, and I will get to your comment section, because I thank you so much for getting involved with this as always, and for your donations as well, and all that. John Harrison, the man behind. It's his birthday today.
Hey! Happy birthday, John.
Sorry, John. I saw your tweet regarding getting Stacks to come on the news and wish you happy birthday after the news. And unfortunately, he's busy. I think he's working the Largo loop right now.
I don't think people ever understand how much that flight costs, man.
Yeah.
If he could have his way, he'd be here every day, and we would be bankrupt by the end of the week.
we already spend the entire podcast revenue on just Stacks flights.
We're having to do live shows just to pay for Stacks.
Yeah.
That's how it's actually operating now. He's becoming a problem. In your connection with him, the fact that you brought him into this company, you made the connect.
I brought him in. I'm taking him out.
Yeah.
No, I'd never. He's a good friend. He says, have a great day, peace and love. You have a great birthday, John
and
Harrison,
love.
peace and love. At least you got the shoes right, brother. And he did send me Stacks did say, if you need a quick joke for John Harrison, he said, what did the pirates say?
Do your Stacks impression, though.
What did the pirates say? Get
Not good at
worse.
impressions.
I don't know how
Really
you got
bad.
What did the pirates say on his birthday after the 79th?
After the what?
What?
His birthday after his 79th birthday.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Go on. Matey. Something about
something
a
about-
matey.
Aye, matey!
Hey, matey. There you go.
Terrible.
I can't deliver it the way you do.
Nah,
Stacks
it's not
would have
the
nailed
way you
that,
tell
yeah.
him.
No.
It is, no, it is
definitely
the way
not
you
the way
tell
you tell
them,
them.
and that's why they're bad. But it's you, and when he tells them, they're really good.
Eric Vasquez, great first name in the chat.
Great first name I've heard.
Says, salutations, trivia time. Gerald Briscoe once pinned Crash Holly to win the hardcore title whilst Crash slept in the APA's office. How did Briscoe and the ref enter the arena? Was it door or no door? Oh, we should bring that
play the
back.
tune.
Don't encourage
I thought you
him.
played the tune.
I did briefly.
Briefly.
Oh, you can't. Oh, you
He's in it.
tease.
Hey, maybe I'll bring that back next
He's
week.
in it.
You got to tell your friends. Just throw out willy nilly.
Willy nilly.
I used to love that.
Willy.
Is it Willy?
That's a nilly.
Was it Willy nilly?
I used to love the hardcore title. Like
It was a lot of
it
fun.
was like we do. I'm fairly certain years ago. This is on our 5-star review. We did the Crash Holly versus I think it was the Headbangers in like a children's play area where they fight for the
classic.
hardcore title.
The camera going down the slide and stuff.
It's just like there was the Mania obviously with Mighty Molly and that I always remember that. It's like burnt into my brain of just like
The mania with the golf cart when they almost took down the entire pay-per-view.
Yeah, Raven nearly literally ended the whole show.
wires like
A
that.
couple of wires away from ending the whole show. That's what I liked about the hardcore title was there was you've got like little eras, haven't you? That you kind of obviously it goes without saying. Mick Foley,
Yeah.
in all of it, brackets general.
Yeah.
But like that was always great. Raven for me though was a real because I was never an ECW watcher. So like when they all came in, there was obviously the hype. Like who are these guys? And it's funny how your brain like gravitates to the ones who I wouldn't even know the lineage of any of them, like Taz and Raven when they came in, and like Raven, there was something about him. It was a perfect fit. Now, obviously, probably not what he wanted to be doing ultimately, but it's Vince's way of going, well, something. And it's like, oh, surprise, they were really good at it.
Who knew?
But like all the games I remember playing as Raven.
Yeah.
Like, that was this little thing of like, I really like this guy because he's mad and hardcore, but I could also see him maybe being a champ. And that obviously tells you how good he was because I literally knew nothing about his history in ECW.
Yeah, do you have that? I know you're obviously a big Mankind guy.
Yeah.
Did you ever have that where you were almost led on a game by someone you didn't know. Because I remember I used to play as S.A. Rios.
Did you?
On the SmackDown
very
games.
specific.
Because I was like, Ginger.
And yeah, very on
There he
brand.
is.
And very on brand for obvious reasons.
I don't know who that guy is, but I like him.
He was the guy that was on Heat with Lita
Yeah.
all the time.
Surprise, surprise. That's why young Adam Wilbourn gravitated toward it.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
Who's
make-
that? What's his name? Doesn't matter.
That's probably also one of the only shows, because we didn't have Sky.
Yeah.
So, and
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it would have
of
been
course,
when you
yeah.
can actually watch.
Have a look, I
Sunday
watched
Heat.
it. Go, Channel 4, great.
Yeah.
I did make Crash Holly every single champion that I possibly could in those games.
Really?
Yeah, and I
That's
just told
interesting.
Crash Holly coming out with all the belts, baby.
I seem to just gravitate to the ECW guys. It was always like I liked Raven. I literally fell in love with Rob Van Dam when I saw him because of how the best thing about the games was always the move sets, wasn't it?
Oh.
And
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
so many unique moves that he did that nobody else on the roster did, which meant they literally made them all.
Yeah.
And like, there's
him.
nothing better than just cycling through the move. Once you get really good at the game,
Yeah.
you just cycle through all the moves and make a match that would be like the stereotypical perfect Rob Van Dam match with all the beats. I'm like, this guy, he kicks people. Like, who accurately kicks people and does flips and all? It's unbelievable.
I think they should do a version of 2K that they release but it's got the controls of SmackDown 2 Know Your Role. Because it's so good.
Yeah.
I remember playing the Rumble a few years and years later after I played SmackDown 2, in my opinion, the best game. And like that one was just, smash the buttons and hope for the best sort of thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, do this combo, or when it waits till it does. And I was like, what are we doing here, guys? Why are
You've
we?
Too
overcomplicated
much.
it.
Well
Yeah.
overcomplicated
I remember
it.
once, me and my
We
friend.
did answer the question, didn't we?
I have no idea. What was the
We just
question?
got excited about wrestling.
We talked
games
about
all-
Crash Holly. It's fine.
I was literally just thinking in my head about there's a video on YouTube in HD of, I think it's Here Comes the Pain, and it's just all the finishers, right? And just the graphics are so good for then, and they look amazing in HD. I'm like, why can't someone just give me that? Like, just give me that. I literally,
Yeah.
you could just give me the same game, just that. But them, like that high res, that's all I need. And
I've been-
It's like when you do your create a character and you spend like ages on your entrance and stuff like that, and then you're like playing with your mate and he skips the entrances and you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's so long
What
on
was the
this.
point?
We've got to watch this every time, damn it.
Also, sorry, I'll do this now because we're on a podcast and I never get the chance to air this grievance.
Hello.
Wrestling games are better when you can just pick a wrestler you like already. I like making characters for myself, don't get me wrong, but I'd like the option to do both.
Yeah.
And I hated it when they took it away because I'm like, there's a guy I really like here, but you can't be him. And like, he's not the top guy yet, and you'll never get to just be him and like work his way at the top. Or
Yeah.
similarly, on the newer games, there's some amazing women's wrestling. I'd love to pick some of these
Yeah.
women's wrestlers. But I can't pick them. I just don't want to sit and make a one forever. I just want give me a story. And I think it's got better recently.
Yeah.
To be fair to them, I haven't played in the recent ones, but like the last three I played, I was like, I don't want to just spend
Yeah.
all that time building it. Like you say, it's great when you get to do it
Yeah.
in the end, but it takes hours and hours.
Create a wrestler thing just got overwhelming
Yeah.
with how complicated it
I
was.
just
as
like,
well.
you'd give me just generic wrestler. Yep. Let's
I
move on to the
found
next
one
thing.
shortcut, and it was Samoa Joe was one of the down DLC characters for one of the games when he first got into NXT, and I could be him instead of like, and I was like, that was like a way to get around. I was like, I like this guy. Really like Samoa Joe. That's me sold now.
I think I
Problem
remember
solved.
trying to play a career mode once when you could, and I was a huge London and Kendrick fan.
Yeah,
And
you've
I-
always had a little bit of a
I
thing for
picked
them
Paul
characters.
London and then realised, oh no, with the character settings on this, like you try and Irish whip someone and they just go, what are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, it was like, oh, you're in a battle royal, first match, you're in a battle royal, and I tried to Irish
Well,
whip someone, and
that's
like Kane just stood there and went,
Yeah.
I'll wait for this, mate. Right? OG Stem Cell, thank you for your donation. Happy Friday, boys. Happy Friday to you. What is your favourite wrestling music crossover? Could be a line from a song, a wrestler cameo in a music video. Swerve was in New World Order by the Flatbush Zombies. They have a lot of wrestling references. I will say today in the office, we were watching Bad Bunny's entrance at Backlash again.
Of course, good stuff. I do have 50 Bentleys in the West Indies, though.
Ah.
It's the one that was in my brain. I was like, I'm not even the Rock's
Doesn't
guy.
matter.
Rock's not my guy.
know, yeah.
But I always think about that when I think about like as a kid.
Yep.
That was everything.
That was everything.
Because
the
some people-
only thing I've ever rang up one of the music TV shows on Sky to request, and then
What?
sit there
Yeah.
for like an hour waiting for it to come on. I'm like,
Amazing.
it's there.
See, it was just it encapsulated everything of a time, a certain time, and there was people who maybe wouldn't have known who The Rock was.
Yeah.
Which sounds daft when you say that, because probably at least one of his heights, certainly at that point, but they just didn't know, and it felt like I know this, I know Wycliffe Jean, I know The Rock. I'm like, and he's doing all the lines from the thing, and he's in the video as well. It's like, this is unbelievable.
I I've always wanted, because I remember we did a list on this, I've never actually bothered to check out, why was AJ Styles in a country music video playing a handyman? Why did that happen?
Because he could.
Because, yeah.
Something to do with your hands. Eric, the handyman's carrying me out the goddamn house.
You can't put the utility belt in the bin.
Not a flat
Sarah Darling. I'm going to check that out.
Sarah Darling.
But yeah, it's going to be Bad Bunny. It's always goes back to Bad Bunny.
Fair.
Even another one comes to my brain, but that's always the Rock Wycliffe.
Matt and
Always.
Goats have a good album.
Yeah.
About wrestling.
Yeah.
Got a song about Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, you said this.
Bowling for Soup got a wrestling song as well.
Alexa Bliss was
Yeah,
in one of
that's
their music
right.
videos, wasn't she?
Astro Boy. You carry on. I'm trying to...
I'll move on to a question here from Steve Nicola Kaboulis, aka Edward Shiraz Hans, who says, G'day, handsome Deddy / Jensen both. If you could swap a wrestler and a TV movie character, who would it be? I'd swap Stax and Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos. Paulie Walnuts, NXT champ, Stax a capo.
Stax a capo.
A wrestler and a TV.
Wrestler and an actor.
It's going to annoy me now. I can't remember what the name of they are. This is bad YouTube, Adam.
This is bad YouTube. Adam.
Come on, Adam.
Come on, brain work. Who have we got?
AJ Styles and
was
Tom
the-
Hanks' character from Apollo 13.
Just to prove that they have the
What the hell's that?
What was the question?
Swap a movie / TV character and a wrestler around.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What was this?
Stax and Paulie Walnuts.
See, Tony Soprano was the first one that popped in my head.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting. I like that.
Fraser and Cesaro. Don't know why.
Oh,
Lack of hair, innit?
Yeah, probably.
Losing hair.
it's back now, isn't it?
Yeah,
is. Have
I've
you
still
watched
not
it
brought
yet?
myself to watch it.
I'm scared.
Fifth episode. It's. I need to watch the fifth one.
Can't do it.
I'm not going to say any more. I won't say any more. Yay or nay. Swapping them around. What about swapping? Who would make a good? I was thinking who would make a good head of the table. Like the swap with Roman, but in a TV show also being like the top dog. Top dog. What about swapping BoJack Horseman
Okay.
Hello.
and Hangman Adam Page? Right?
It's good.
That's what I'm thinking. Because like
Yep.
horses.
Yep. Good connection.
And obviously being anxious,
Alcoholics.
depressions, alcohol, yeah, bounce back stories. Hopefully less tragedy in Hangman's Tale.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
BoJack Hangman
Ah.
There you go.
and Horseman Adam Page. Nailed it.
Writes itself.
Also, if you like BoJack Horseman,
Oh.
there's an incredible podcast you can go and find called Podcast Horseman. I don't know who does it, but it's a really, really great deep dive,
One of them
episode
sounds
by
like you,
episode
actually.
review. People
A
always say
little
that.
bit, yeah.
It's the same thing they say about me and this guy who's on that podcast. I don't know who it is. And Wilbourn and Stacks.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't
Looks
get it. I
from
don't-
them,
I don't
sounds
see
to
it.
me. I don't
personally,
get
but
where they
people
get it
say
from. At Podcast Horseman on Twitter or just Podcast Horseman, wherever you get your podcast from on Spotify. It's okay. It's really good.
Before we move on, Frank Reynolds and Otis, thoughts?
Ooh, no. Yes, actually, no. Sorry, my brain was doing something else. But yes, Frank Reynolds. No, there's got to be someone gross, hasn't there? There's got to be.
Riggedy Cricket and
Frank Reynolds and Kenny Omega, done. Easy.
getting someone for 1 minute,
The
amazing.
cleaner, because he just wants to be pure.
Hello.
We've brought it back again. Why is that the recurring bit now? Frank Reynolds completely hairless, wriggling around on the floor like a worm. Good. Yeah, excellent.
Dennis and Roman Reigns. I think Dennis would make a good head of the table.
Yeah, Dennis would be a good. He's a real good gaslighter, Dennis. Yeah, he would be actually. Yeah.
Mark Lee Willis, thank you for your donation, Mark. With All In tickets coming soon, do you think A3W, he's written here, will be more invested this time with more fan events, including chances of autographs, photo opportunities, getting merch right? You were there.
Well, historically, they have not been good at this side of things.
That was quite something seeing that firsthand.
Yeah,
At,
and that isn't, as well, the all-in thing isn't anything new. I think that's probably worse than the things they do in America.
Yes.
But the fan event thing they did at Double or Nothing was also pitiful. I will go so far as
Wow,
to say.
good.
It wasn't
Tell us what you
great.
really think, Phil.
It wasn't great. It was very empty and not a lot to do. And then you had to pay for like every autograph session on top of it. And there was like, if I was a fan and I went to that and paid for it, I would have been annoyed.
Upset.
Yeah.
But you're not a fan, are you? You hate
No,
this
no,
stuff.
no,
You
no,
hate
no,
wrestling.
hate wrestling.
Hates
Hate
it.
it.
Absolutely hates it.
I am very excited.
Okay, if I paid for it.
Yeah. I'm very excited about going to that next year, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because it just looked awesome. But I did look at some of the images and thought, it's not like they sprung this event on you guys. You booked it. You organised it yourself.
We all
you
knew.
You knew Wembley's 80,000, so extrapolate that for the surrounding it.
Madness.
We all knew, but what always gets me about this is like thinking of, I don't know how WWE specifically what their exact process for it is, but there are so many UK-based wrestling anythings.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one right here. But like, you would just help them put a pop-up on. If that's something you were interested in and you wanted to build up a relationship,
Yeah.
why would you not do that? I know it's London and you're like, well maybe it costs here, there, and everywhere. I'm sure there is. Oh, spoiler, you've got loads of money. You're a billionaire. Like, find a way. These fans deserve to be serviced. Like, not just us, not even just the UK, the American fans as well, who are literally, it's on their doorstep, who will go there and spend thousands.
Yeah.
How many times do we get accosted by people who've got the belts?
Yeah.
And they've been walking around to give us the belts to hold, to get a picture, and I'm like, dude, you did this for the whole show.
Yeah,
I'm like, I am
insane.
exhausted. I'm like, massive big belts. They are as metal as they look.
Yeah, it's when it's on
Yeah.
both and you're like,
We got that picture of you and me and you double belted, and I'm like, it's just as well we don't have to fight after this because I couldn't.
God, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Take the photo.
Yeah, hurry up, take the picture.
Joshua says, what are the lads drinking? Just a Peroni.
Peronis.
Cheers.
No,
cheers.
I'd like this point. Yeah,
Whatever
cheers.
was in the fridge.
Cheers
Cheers.
to you.
Cheers,
These
cheers,
are from team building exercises that we have. It's not just alcoholics.
We
that
don't just constantly
we're just getting.
well, we do
the
constantly have
exercise
beers
is
in the
alcohol.
And also to American viewers, it's 4 p.m. in the afternoon here.
It is, yes.
Yes.
Which, yeah, still
is fine.
not 5 o'clock anywhere.
No.
But it's
Yeah,
okay.
but it's fine.
But we aren't sponsored by anybody. We just have these left over because
Yeah.
we always overbuy the ones for like the little like group sessions that we have when people come up from down south and stuff.
They
to
live
do
in the
it.
fridge for a nice
They live there
Friday
for
treat.
ages, and because we don't drink that often, this is like the only time we drink. Genuinely.
Eric Vasquez, by the way, says swap Bob Backlund for Frank Reynolds.
Oh,
hello.
And Saul Goodman. That's got to be Kane, says Saul Goodman and Paul Heyman.
I like that. That's a good
That's
one.
good.
fit.
That is a good fit. That's a
fit.
good one.
Oh, Michael Everett says, happy Friday, boys. In honor of my daughter's 6th birthday today. Happy birthday. Who are your top 6 wrestlers in WWE currently? Keep up the wonderful work. Should we do 2
Happy
each?
birthday to your daughter, Michael, first of all. That's cool.
Indeed.
2 each? You do your 2 favourites?
What was the thing again?
2 top... 6 top wrestlers in WWE, so we're doing 2 each.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who goes first?
I can start,
Okay.
I can't, so that's good.
and it's a simple one, considering the week that they've had. It's the Creed brothers. Absolutely brilliant week.
So they're your 2. I just,
Yeah.
That's your 2.
I always say, oh, Julius is great.
There
I forget
goes
about Brutus.
my pick. Oh.
So I'm going to go both of them, Julius and Brutus. The debut on Raw was sensational, and then Julius decided to attempt to end his career on NXT by getting
Yeah,
absolutely
I saw
bad
it,
in the
yeah.
Tables, Ladders, and
Yeah.
Scales match. Brilliant.
I loved seeing the ripples of like that debut across Twitter and across like everybody's praise. Genuinely, like very, very high on these guys. I still haven't watched the match. I can't imagine I will not because I don't like them. It's not what I do.
Yeah.
I've got other stuff to do. I have plans of my own, old woman. But it sounds like they were amazing, and people are super excited. When you know there's certain people in our office who are excited about it, that's when I know
Yes.
it's obviously gone down well.
Yep. I will go with Gunther for obvious reasons.
Yes.
He's on an incredible run at the
Was
minute.
he past the 500 day
Yeah.
reign not that long ago, didn't he? Awesome.
And every match he's having is amazing.
Yeah.
And can't wait to see him slap the stuff out of the Miz.
Thank you.
It'll be very funny.
look at him, hey?
And Chad Gable for the other one because he's just he never misses, does he?
Are they
He
gonna?
never ever misses.
Is he the guy, Phil?
I hope so.
Yeah?
He would be a great guy to beat.
I'd love to see it. Chad Gable stuff.
He never.
You can get
misses.
bored of how many times there
Yeah.
must be clips of us going, Chad Gable's a really good
Yeah.
wrestler. Why do they never? But he is.
boy,
At
'cause
least
he's
it's not like we're not
amazing.
going, Shorty G's a really
Yeah.
good wrestler.
And also, funnily enough, who was put in charge of helping the Creeds have a? Not that they couldn't do it by themselves.
Yes,
but
good
wow,
point.
There you go.
who's in there helping them run the show? Of course it is. Chad
Yep.
Gable, like unreal.
Ridiculous.
And
Every
if someone
time.
had told you him and Otis would be still together at this point and considered a success story,
Yeah.
you would not have believed them at all. Everything you've ever given that man he's worked with. Bobby Roode, nailed it. Shelton Benjamin, nailed it.
Yeah. Even the
Otis.
Shorty G stuff, like
Yeah.
he put his all into
He
it.
did.
Like he really tried.
I'll
with
never
that.
forget, man. Michael Hanford telling me for weeks, yeah, it'll pay off, don't worry, it's all good. Like, the end of the story will be that being short's not that bad and like you can win. But No, it wasn't. He got beat the shit out. Sorry, he got beat the crap out of in the back. Not that I'm passionate about short people things or anything. By Baron Corbin, and that was it. It was like, and oh, by the way, he's really small. Good, nailed it. 2 for me.
2 for you.
So I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy called Roman. No, obviously I feel like it's important. I know it's an obvious one, but LA Knight is Riley, who has not felt out of place at any part of this, which is the big test, isn't it? Is there going to be much after this? Who's to say? You never know with these Roman contenders of the month. You never ever know. Hopefully it is the launching pad for him. I think it will be. It's just been impressive to see how easily he hung with them. That one, we mentioned it maybe last week or the week before. The first time, a big confrontation. That is a lose your, like, poop or get off the pot.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, good stuff.
Poop or get off the pot moment for him. And he did not look like he ever needed to get off the pot at any point. It was brilliant. And I'm excited. Again, proof in the pudding or whatever you say, where like he is obviously maybe not a 10-star wrestler, but it doesn't matter because like people are so into this guy.
Yeah.
And it's like
either.
And like in terms of again, very boring pick, but I am a very boring guy who has to look at galleries of WWE from a distance because that's all I can take. How could it not be Rhea Ripley as well? Because like she's everything she does at the minute is 10 out of 10.
Yep.
And I'm a guy who has mentioned this before and will continue to mention it. Never got it. Never understood it until now.
Yeah.
And she has got, they've given her the gear and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Look, I know obviously it comes with a lot of baggage, Crown Jewel, understandably.
Why?
Is that just because all the wrestlers are going across there?
Yeah, and in case
flight
on the
baggage,
plane,
like
and in case their plane gets stuck at the tarmac, they have to pack some extra.
Pack a week's worth of food.
I'm really excited about the show. I think that this card looks genuinely fantastic. Seth versus Drew is going to be awesome. Looming figure of Damian Priest. You reckon he cashes in?
No.
No?
Yes. This feels very
fun.
Saudi-based, purely because... Did Seth not win the belt? It wasn't in Saudi, was it? But that was a tournament match, and I don't know when the finale was.
Yeah, you might have a
But
point
visually,
there.
it feels like my brain is associating that with the Saudi show, and I might be wrong about that, but like, it feels like, because it's not the top belt, is it? The top belt that we never get to see because Roman's on holiday.
It was the final, yeah. You're right. Night of Champions 2023.
Yeah, because that's right, and it was in...
AJ in the final. That was,
And it feels like the kind of belt which will be allowed to do that. Do you know what I mean? Even though I don't think we should, you know?
Yeah.
Why do we keep giving them nice things? Oh, it's the money. That's what it is. I forgot about that.
I remember now.
There it is.
Rhea's in that 5-way, which kind of, I think, will protect her somewhat because I think Nia's going to do the ass kicking and then she'll go, thank you, I've got it from here.
Yeah.
It'd be great to see. This will be a really good example because Priest has obviously is a guy they want to be a guy. And I think he has been this year for sure. And Cody is obviously the guy they want to be the guy, allegedly. Finish the goddamn story. One of them has to win, one of them has to lose, assuming they just, double down on, hey, you can actually have somebody win. They'll both come out of this, potentially, better than they were. And that'll be a perfect sign for me. Because how many times would you see someone maybe get beat off Cody and be like, oh,
How many times have you seen someone beat off Cody?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm more referring to back in AEW when, like, I specifically remember Malachi Black, where it was like, he was in there, oh my God, everybody's excited, he's just literally beat Cody like that. And then he didn't win 50-50 again. It was like, This time around, it'll be like, Priest has to lose this, but he has to come out a bigger deal. And I think he will.
That's a good way of protecting him as well, because no one will remember. Like,
No,
we're
it's
talking
Cody.
about, do you remember Edge lost to Ric Flair at New Year's Revolution? It was.
Yeah.
No one remembered that by the end of the night.
Nobody remembered.
Logan Paul, US champ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can 100% see them doing that.
Yeah,
It's a
me
very WWE move. Probably
a
won't
big
last
brand move,
long.
innit?
Do it maybe till Mania, maybe till Royal Rumble, whatever. But yeah, 100%. That's a big brand move. Like,
Does Cody and, sorry to go back a step, does Cody and Priest open it, do you think? So they maybe do that trick, like what they did with Seth, not that they opened it, but like early in that Mania card when he cashed in his Money in the Bank. Because I genuinely forgot all about that. Like, completely didn't expect them to do that in a main event. And
Yeah, I think
guess
they might
it's
be.
different because it's not Mania, but
yeah.
still.
Yeah, it'll be early on, won't it? Because they want you to forget all memory of the fact that Damian Priest is there as fast as possible. And I suppose you could have the nice synergy. Maybe not quite, because you're going from kickoff to thingy. You could have on the kickoff, JD loses to Sammy, but you've still got 10 minutes of the show left, and you have the moment where he walks past Damian in Gorilla, and Damian's like, Loser you are, mate. Right, let's get some more questions before we get to this week's hashtag bloody good quiz. Where are we?
Is there anything that happened this week we need to talk about particularly? No?
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, good.
Nothing big happened in the world of wrestling.
Yeah, it never does it?
Nah.
Usually quite quiet.
Yeah.
John Catter says, given recent issues with the booking, can someone ask Sidgwick if we're going to be getting 120,000 passionate and insightful words on how to balls up a perfect wrestling company?
Well,
the fall of AEW creative.
I mean, he's written the rise of AEW, and now it's time for the fall.
Yeah, I did see it.
Becoming
It's
All
the
Elite.
book hole.
And then the sequel, ruining All Elite.
And Mr. Phoenix says, what happens first? Evolution 2 in Saudi or TNA outsells AEW? Also, how's Sidge doing now that we see that Santa, brackets AEW, isn't real? Well, funny you mention that.
It is funny you mention that.
Because on this very channel on Monday, we will be doing, we will be putting out, I should say, we've already filmed it, a deep dive into the current state of AEW.
It says we. What he means is him and the other two who talk proper wrestling.
I sit here and ask them maybe
clever
3
ones.
questions and they talk for about an hour. I was just fascinated
Him and
to
the
hear
good
them.
ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Him and the smart boys.
Like any opportunity I can press a... No, you're just making really valid points about All Elite
Just wanna
Wrestling.
be
very,
silly.
very, very limited button passion. But I tell you what.
I don't think Sidge will want to write that book. I'll say that right now.
No,
He won't
but he
want
won't
to.
probably need to because
Yeah.
there are way more than
It'll be his
120,000
therapy
words in this video. Let me tell you, I watched it, I edited it, and I promise you there are more than that. Also, let's I'll tell you all now because I might as well. I'm going to be... No, that's a joke. That would have been funny, though, right? I won't be here, obviously, for like 2 weeks after today.
Yeah.
I'm disappearing. I basically hate these guys so much that I
Done
had
already
to
with the
go.
podcast channel.
I'm on
Every
Too much
goddamn
time.
day, Phil.
Phil, you promised me it would be better. What's happening? No. So we will be doing things slightly different on the podcast channel. Mondays, we won't have a Q&A, a live Q&A on both the next 2 Mondays. But we will have stuff going out there in that gap. So that AEW video will be going out there. Time to be confirmed. We'll make sure we figure that out before I leave.
The
And
reviews might be a little bit late.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Depends, because
We'll
this
wait and
man's
see.
going to be juggling all of the things.
Oh, God, you're ups and downs as well, haven't you? Oh,
He's everything.
yeah.
And also, if, you know, I know how much everyone likes these camera cuts, because these, the Dudley boys are entertaining guys to watch. Well, tough, right? You're going to watch them on 3 cameras, on one camera rather. 3 men on 1 camera as what's going to happen. Well, we're away.
Yeah, it's only a couple of weeks and then normal
we'll be
service
back
will be
to-
reduced.
Just make you miss it a bit.
Yeah.
A bit like what I think Tony Khan's trying to do with good wrestling shows at the moment. And I'm not even a guy who genuinely feels that put out by AEW, I have to be honest. I don't need my wrestling to be 10 out of 10 all the time. But I can totally understand.
Don't need your wrestling to have morals.
No, well, that bit, we can talk about that. It's a whole different conversation. But, like, shocked that wrestling company falls into trap of every wrestling company ever. Surprise, surprise. But hopefully, not everybody loses their mind at this. But give them a chance for this video. I know people go on at them for being negative. They're not. They're only negative because they love the show so much that they actually want to talk
Trust
about
me, Sidgwick desperately wants to enjoy this show.
If the show is good, I promise you, I've watched both of them squeal like children. Like, they are 38 years old. I've watched them squeal like children. I love wrestling. Every time Edge ever comes out and realize, I go mad.
Yeah.
Never have I reached the level of these two.
Different.
There are dogs in different cities that are losing their mind when they are excited about a thing. So trust me, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
But just right now, obviously a bit of a hurdle, isn't it, for AEW?
What do you make of the reports surrounding AEW, talent being frustrated with it all being so bloody last minute at the moment?
I mean, yeah, I would be too. It's like for a lot of them as well.
What's the stick we used to beat WWE with for a long
Exactly,
old time?
yeah. And a lot of them are ex-WWE guys now, let's face it. And a lot of them left for these exact reasons, that they weren't happy with the creative, they weren't happy with the process, they weren't happy with everything
All
else that was
magically
going on
had 8
backstage.
bad bosses or something.
Yeah, and then just to move, and then all of a sudden, it happens again. Who knew? So yeah, I don't blame them for being a bit annoyed with it, especially if like they've lived through the time when it was all planned out and it was good. And
It's a shame, isn't it? Because the bar was so high and by its own design.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is the equivalent of if you start seeing someone, right? And first birthday and Christmas, you go full rom-com, right?
What are you doing
And
to
you
yourself?
pick the greatest present that you have in the bag. You're like, go on, into the depths of my mind, I'm going to smash this. And then you have the realization when it rolls around the next year, you're like, oh my God, you just gave them
Paris.
the pinnacle. Yeah, you give them the top.
Yeah.
What is more than that? And people say, oh, it doesn't matter. Once you get in love with people, like it ain't true, man. Like there's still a bar there. You set the bar. We ain't just set the bar. We are the bar. It's difficult, and that's what's happened with
We've been the bar
AEW.
before.
We have been the bar
You have
before.
been the bar.
Very unconvincingly, I would suggest. But yeah, it's hard because like they shouldn't be getting beat up by a stick for being such a good wrestling company.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of the beast.
Yeah. And then the whole Ric Flair thing, which I've talked about
have time for that, but
about
it's-
4 different times today. I'm not to brush over it whatsoever.
Here's a real quick way to summarise this. Show of hands, guys. How many people are happy that Ric Flair's been AEW? Don't all raise them at once now. Come
But yeah.
on.
Get your hands
For
up.
podcast listeners, no one's raising their hand.
There was no hands raised on this podcast.
Several questions are coming from Mr. Phoenix. Thank you for your donations. Banger December for me. My local Destiny is doing a whole show versus OVW. Toronto always gets a WWE Holiday House show, and now I'm going to the last pay-per-view under the Impact banner. That'll be awesome.
Nice.
That'll be amazing. I always remember whenever I hear about, I mean, not when it was like, we're making talent work Christmas Day. But the idea of like going to a wrestling show on like Christmas Day night or Boxing Day or something.
Yeah.
So if they did that, I'd be there in an instant.
Nope, we are very different people.
No, he wouldn't.
I'd love that. Come on, guys. Let's go.
He's
to
dragging
wrestling.
your family out of the house.
No, this is the
they're not
thing.
coming
So this is the
with me.
thing. This man has forgotten that he has a son now.
Oh, damn it.
You wouldn't have gone without a son, I don't think.
I wouldn't have got the pass, but yeah.
But now you have like you owe them a pass now.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Oh, God. When we finish, I'm going to tell you about the ordeal of getting Eric to sit in a pumpkin. Instagram, you lied to me. That looks easy. That kid seems to be loving it.
What's the big problem? He's had like composite. He's had a composite like Eric's smiling face onto his body from a different picture where he's crying his eyes
so
out
funny.
in the pumpkin.
The grandparents were there as well, and like God, look, I've got the like. It's not that he's just generally sad. He's gone. Why am I wet and surrounded by orange mush? I hate this.
I mean, realistically, if someone put me in a pumpkin,
Yeah.
and especially what time of day was this?
like 7, 8 p.m. at night.
I'm not being. I don't
I
want
want to go to
Yeah.
bed, guys.
Look at the phone. The end's nice.
Yeah, he's not sad at all.
He's definitely a pumpkin.
He's not crying there.
Definitely not sad.
Definitely
He's
not.
definitely
Fine.
happy. Really happiest
Everything's
child I've ever
fine.
seen.
Yep,
We'll put him in a stocking for Christmas. He'll be fine.
yep, that's good. Put him to sleep first, and then like slowly.
Yeah.
stocking on. There
And
we
then
go.
put those glasses on with eyes.
Just send it to one of me or Phil. We'll put the eyes on.
Yeah.
Good.
Mr. Phoenix also says, what's the better conspiracy theory? Flat Earth, birds aren't real, or Pepsi and Coke are one company? That's boring, that last
Birds
one.
aren't
I like birds
real.
aren't real.
Hang on, what?
Is this actually a thing? I hope.
Birds aren't
I
real.
sent one to Andy this week. I saw
Birds chemtrails, is that what it is?
maybe. I saw one, and it was a great one I saw. It was a flat earther, I believe. Not only was he talking about...
Flat earther?
Yeah. Not only was he talking about that, he was talking about how everyone's got their own sun. Like, there's not just one sun. It's
Sun, not
sun. Yes, sun as in the big glowing
Yeah.
ball of, which is also cold, he pointed out.
Yep.
And it's about 50 miles away. But if you move closer, it moves further away like a rainbow.
Right, interesting.
So I'm going to go
but-
birds aren't real.
Like, you know when you step out of a shadow into the sun and you're like, oh, warmth.
Yeah.
Does that not
it's
immediately...
because you caught the sun off guard. The sun didn't realize you were
Yeah,
moving.
then it goes
I
cold.
see.
You was a little bit too quick for you. Like, got
See.
pulled one over on you. So I'm not even going to dignify. I'm sorry, any of those. But what I will say is this about birds.
Fascinated by the birds.
Go on.
Right, the birds one. This is a bird question I've always found interesting.
Hello.
Which was pitched, I'm sure, by like 30 Rock, the TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Because you didn't know what that was, everybody. Where are all the baby pigeons?
Yes, this is a 30 Rock thing.
Where are the baby pigeons? Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
That's a good point.
Have you?
Straight
Have
out,
you
fully
ever
grown.
seen a baby pigeon? No, you haven't. Stop lying. It's rubbish.
Oh, hang on, there's a baby pigeon in the chat.
I'm a baby pigeon, and I'm here to tell you, we don't come outside. I have never seen one, and when Tina Fey said that, in 30 Rock, I was sat there for at least 30 minutes afterwards going, I've definitely I'm like defiantly going, I've definitely seen one. Where have I seen one? Just you wait, I'll figure out where I've seen a baby pigeon.
I'll find you, baby
I'll
pigeon.
find you, baby pigeon, if it's the last thing I do. I didn't find one. Yeah, that was the end of it. Yeah.
I just saw a great
Everyone's
message.
got a picture of a baby pigeon.
Yeah,
Send it to Adam Nicholas on Twitter. It's Adam Nicholas.
If you've got a one, if you are a one, I want to hear from you.
Send us all your baby pigeons. What Culture Studios at Mulgrave Terrace, Gateshead.
Stop doing this, man. Stop giving the address out, you weirdo.
Oh, well, to be fair, Julian says, "How do we send you guys Mountain Dew?"
What Culture Studios?
Give the address out.
Mulgrave Terrace, Gateshead.
Do it again,
NE8
slowly.
1PQ.
Do it slowly.
What Culture Studios? Mulgrave Terrace, Gateshead. NE8 1PQ.
That's no
UK.
8 1
November Echo 8
ruin this. This is.
What's
I'm so sorry, podcast listeners.
Pelican, Quebec.
John Gillett, I'm going to say, because he's not putting
Not
it.
the
An E at the
Gillett.
end would make it Gillette.
Gillette.
But I'm going to go Gillett. John says, with the time off, will
Gillette.
Mr. Nicholas return in time for the now sold out live event?
I hate to break it to you, but I will definitely be back for the live show. I will be going to Germany and Italy, and then I will somehow crash land back here on
Guten Tag, Charles.
yep,
That's
nailed it.
That's the languages. You did it.
Just like we're going to bash in Berlin, eh, Phil?
Yeah.
Right, just keep saying it.
Yeah.
Just keep saying it.
Go
Just
there,
keep
we'll
saying
go-
stuff. And Philadelphia.
Go from there.
And Tampa for the Royal Rumble.
And Elimination Chamber.
Oh,
We're going to
Australia. You're not allowed in Australia.
I think you legally have to go.
Yeah.
After all.
No, I
this.
think I'm legally not allowed
Yeah,
in the
that's also
country.
true. Yeah, you've probably been barred.
Right, final couple of questions, then we'll get to the hashtag bloody good quiz. Ryan Best, yes, we have. He says, have you seen the Brooks Jensen entrance that basically should make him world champion? What popular 80s song would you make someone's theme? Yeah, he's got Journey, I think it is.
Right before we came on this podcast, I saw the tweet but didn't have time to click the video. But it said Brooks Jensen with this as his theme, and then I missed it. I assume it's
see.
really good. This is how we get pulled off the internet.
Yeah.
Did they play the tune?
Here we go. Ringside News have written about this, saying that they have
Go on.
Separate Ways by Journey. Is
Right.
this new entrance theme.
Don't know that song. I might know it if I heard it.
Oh, I do know that
Yeah,
song.
but I don't know the name of it.
What 80s songs?
Phil,
you-
sing a bit of it.
Do 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 do. We were something separate ways. There you go.
All right.
God. Oh, no. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
have you again?
No, I've just realised. This channel's been going so well. Thank you,
I
everyone.
just
for your
realised his
support.
kid's still in the pumpkin.
Oh no.
No, I've just realised this channel's been going so well, and you said don't play it or get taken down. Didn't you get a copyright strike for singing a theme a while back?
Oh, that was ages ago. I think we'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Was it-
I think we'll be fine. We got a copyright strike
was
on
it
Ups and
Debunker?
Downs because Miller said flub the other day.
Oh.
And YouTube thinks that's swearing.
What?
Thanks, YouTube.
Was it Depunker's theme you sang?
I can't remember
You-
which
it
one
was-
it was.
it was
I
so
definitely had a
funny
go,
that
and
it
it was
was
just
like-
me very dumbly singing the song, and it got a copyright flag. It's one of my proudest moments.
It should be really. I mean, and there are many of them.
80 songs? You two are far better at music
songs
thinking
for
than
an
I am.
entrance theme.
I automatically thought Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics because of Chris Thompson's excellent edits from back in the day.
Yeah.
Edit Chris Edit on Twitter.
Yes.
At Edit Chris with a K, K-R-I-S Edit.
He used to
Edit
just do
Chris
the.
Edit.
If you saw those clips where it was like Charlotte Flair kneeing Ronda Rousey in the head as she leans out of
Yes.
the car, that's
was
Chris.
his invention.
Brilliant.
In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins, just for the.
Oh,
Yeah, but how long do you
then-
have to wait?
I know, you'd have to wait so long.
You'd make Roman Reigns look like an amateur. It'd be like Roman Reigns is now suddenly on like 1.5 speed while everyone else is just waiting for this moment to happen. And I saw you. Everyone knows it. Come on. But then I tell you what, when it hit, that would be unbelievable.
AEW, was it Cousin in a Ray where they turned it off before?
Yeah.
Up down with the big chorus.
Yeah, it was like a pure crime, basically. What would be worse, though, is if, like, imagine, like, you know, when wrestlers have to come and make the save, and they hit the music, and it just starts off, like, really,
Hold on. Come on. Come on, guys. It's like that time when Rhea Ripley was like, hang on 1 second.
I'm going to save you. The Jeff Hardy School of Rescues. Oh, goodness me. I tell you, actually,
Cry Little Sister would be good for like a Judgment Day. Like a spooky
I'm
thing.
banging little 80s playlist that I made a while back.
Also, I've been, speaking of 80s things, whilst he's looking that up,
Hello.
started watching a show that's kind of 80s themed. You heard of Stranger Things? I finally started watching the latest season.
Okay.
What a
And they've got Kate
Keep
Bush,
running up that
Kate
hill.
Bush on there.
Yeah.
Not sure if anyone's
I don't know
aware
if
of
any heard
this.
of her, but she's actually quite good.
Watched the first episode and crapped my pants at the end.
This
yesterday.
isn't my pick, but this is one of WWE's best uses, of course. Big Time.
Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel,
Yes.
Big Time, which was just a back 21, WrestleMania 21.
Yeah, 21.
Going to Goes
22.
Hollywood, the Goes Hollywood, or whatever it was. I'm looking here.
Hi
though.
there. I'm on my way. I'm breaking it.
If Eric Bugenhagen ever came back, right?
Oh, the books.
I know he's like
Hello.
I know he's like a
Yeah.
rock guy.
Fellow YouTuber now.
Forget about
Hello.
this, right? Forget about that vibe. What if he came back adjacent to Peter Gabriel? Came back to Phil Collins' Susudio, right? And like it was like a fitness guy, and he was like
Yes.
just burst down the thing with all the Susudio energy. I think that would be pretty great.
Pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, I would.
Final question before we get to the hashtag bloody good quiz. Carl Stevens simply says, "What was your childhood creator wrestler's name?"
I cannot remember.
I have one, but it wasn't necessarily mine. It was we used to, when we go on to my mate's house, we would all make this one wrestler and just like do the career mode together. So it wasn't mine. Mine was much more cultured and that I played at home, you know. But when you're with the guys, just make a daft one. Arnold Large, he was called. Good. For this exact reaction, Arnold Large. Can you guess what? He was really tall and he was massive, like, jacked.
I remember making myself, I think I've told this story a million times. By the way, put your creator wrestler names in the chat and I'll read them out as we're doing the quiz.
Arnold Large would be if Arnold Schwarzenegger was a Pro Evolution Soccer footballer. Is what his name would be. Because they couldn't get the name right, so they just call him
It's
Arnold
like
Large.
when I create myself on like FIFA and I was playing up front for the mighty Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Good luck against Pompey, by the way. And if any
Indeed.
British fans are watching right now and you want to
Playing
see some...
Pompeii.
Playing Pompey.
Amazing.
Which I may or may not be going to when I go to Italy. Who's to say?
You want to watch some proper football Sunday lunchtime on ITV. Everyone's got that.
Yep. You also have thousands and thousands of other options on that day. I'm just saying.
Do you?
Hey, well,
I made myself
Other
up front.
TV stations do exist.
Made myself up front for Chesterfield. It was like 6'9", 100 pace. Thank you very much. I scored 12 nil, and
99
I've scored,
shot power.
Yeah, I've scored all of them.
He's killed all the keepers inadvertently.
And I made myself similar to that, like 6 foot whatever, camo, sunglasses, gelled hair, like super gelled hair,
Spiky hair.
and
Always
because I
spiky
wanted
hair.
to be able to be like, oh, I want the comment, rather than it being like, and now on offense it's Phil,
Yeah.
and then there wouldn't be
You
a
want to
surname. 'cause
pick a
they didn't
name
Yeah.
that's either from someone else's or so.
So I was just Adam Bourne.
Adam Bourne, which works to be fair.
Shout out to Adam
Adam
Bourne.
Bourne.
That's pretty good.
I should have told Evan Bourne when I interviewed him that.
You should have.
Thanks for your surname, bro.
Thanks for your surname. It's handy.
Phil?
I'm pretty sure it was just called Phil. I wasn't putting that much time into it. Well, it's a Phil show.
Anyway.
He did come out to Hardcore Holly's music, though. I remember that.
Good choice.
Yeah, it was hard getting the theme right. I always found because
It's always Hardcore Holly's for me.
Just felt like a fraud. I remember like one of the most recent ones I played when Kevin Owens was like a new roster member. His tune was a banger to come out of, so I was like, there you go.
Yes, thank you, Matt Rains, for reminding me. I also used to have one called the Ginger Ninja, obviously.
Of course.
Undoubtedly so. Of course you did. Was he an actual ninja or not?
No, but he did do he did do a taunt that was like a spinning backflip. Like he went like, it was preposterous. Like, you know how I jump in the air and do 12 backflips.
Yeah.
And there was a glitch in the game and I accidentally eliminated myself from the Rumble. I was trying to power up a finisher.
Yep, all of this checks out. I have no further questions.
Anyway,
Your Honor.
no more. This is now time for a good quiz. And this week's quiz is brought to you by August Spies. Ooh. If you want your name associated with the Hashtag bloody good quiz. All you need to do is leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify. Screenshot it.
We need the proof.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Really?
Forget you're not Hendry. And email it to me, adam.wilbourn@whatculture.com.
Do you know what gives it away?
Yeah.
August Spice says,
Wait a minute.
the best wrestling podcast he wants to balanced review. Everybody who contributes to the show, podcasts, etc., deserves all the plaudits. 5 effing stars. Thank you.
We are balanced, you and me, Phil, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Should get that on a t-shirt, by the way.
Yeah.
5 effing stars.
Ah.
Pretty good.
And who are the 5 stars in our company? We don't got
Simon
him.
Miller.
Simon Miller. No, that was Simon. We've got Miller. Simon Miller.
Bald a-hole.
Bald
What's
a-hole.
the man from Kayfabe News called?
Flippin'
Oh,
Philippine
Marks.
Marks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not the same guy.
No, obviously, I'm
Yeah,
saying
they're
that's why
different
you've
people.
got
That's strange.
It's like saying Stax is one of our stars. You weirdo.
10 questions all about the big show, obviously.
Yeah, of
Yep.
course. Of course it is. Yeah, do your best. Go on.
Where's the big
Call off.
quiz?
One each. Do your best intro of the Big Show song. Go on.
Okay.
I want it.
Literally just did it.
No, but
Hey, we're
come
not
on.
talking about it.
Yeah, I
Do
want
it
you
down the
we
camera.
do the
down
camera
there.
so for everybody.
Well,
Do it.
it's the big show.
It was good. Like, they changed it later on,
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah.
It went slow. It went.
And it's like they even made
It's
one
like
like that.
boring.
It's like you got too cool. The guy singing it got too cool. He's like, I'm not trying. You're not paying me enough to try now.
Full disclosure, I
Hello.
thought that was the big show.
Everybody thought it was the Big
Yeah.
Show. Why would you not think it was the Big
Yeah.
Show? What do you mean wrestlers don't sing their own theme song?
The big show.
I said do it like Big Show, not like Stax. What are you doing? How am I going to beat that? Down the camera as well. Huh? I feel like I need to get taller, you know, but I'm never going to get. I've been trying my whole life. It hasn't worked. Well, it's the Big Show. And then if you didn't get it as well,
It's the big bad show now.
Like, get ready for something. You'll never know. You won't see it coming, but I promise you'll know.
It's a big show.
But Brian Zayman points out a very, very good point. Get ready for something you'll never know. You won't see it coming. What get ready for it?
But I'll never know either. So what?
And then he reveals it that it's the big show.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
and you can't miss
it's
it
the big
because
show.
it was massive letters crushed on top of one another. Big Show.
Shout out to Kid Icarus who says, Adam Nicholas is too dreamy to be on camera. It's distracting. Darn you, Helen Mirren, you beautiful bastards.
Well, I have been known to be Helen Mirren as my obvious alias in all of this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will fight her for it. And by fight, I mean, call me Helen. You heard it.
10 questions.
Anyone out there knows Alan?
All about.
What culture? Mulgrave Terrace.
Send it to us.
Don't send her to us. Leave Helen Mirren alone. She deserves to be left alone.
10 questions. Multiple choice.
Police at the door. We heard you've been advocating for the kidnapping of Helen Mirren. Yeah, Mr. Chambers. What's happened there?
For me, it was for him.
It was for him.
10 questions.
altruistic.
Multiple choice. Shout your name. Wait for me to come to you. Remember, guys, it's just for fun.
Just for
For
fun.
fun.
Or for those
Just like the
really
big
sour
show.
sweets that we've got in the office.
How question? How many questions into this quiz before the question you and I have to answer is how many times has Big Show turned face
Yeah,
or
that's
heel?
100% in there.
That's what I want to know.
How big is the big show? I
Yeah.
can always see that one coming.
Quickly, fire off in the
How
comments if
big
you get it
is
right.
the big show?
Audience,
Is that one?
in the comments,
not.
what number question is Wilbourn going to ask us? How many times has been the heel or face Big Show turn?
You think you're so bloody smart,
I
you
do,
two, don't
I do.
you?
Question number 1. How many times?
Question number 1. How many heel and babyface turns? Right? I'm not showing you the answers.
It's literally, that's the shoot. I didn't know that. You think you're so bloody smart.
But how many times has Big Show turned babyface in it? David Downer says number 3. Close! But no cigar.
That's good. That's really good.
21, 26,
Hang on, I'm just
31.
going to put the lottery on. 1 second.
Carl Stevens says, my creator wrestler was called Dryden Crow. He was also a home-wrecking Lothario in The Sims.
Good. I like that he's got law. I'm a big into that.
This is how
I
he
like it.
heel boys, he
Yeah.
says, yeah. How many babyface and heels turns?
Phil, the last one.
36.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, of course it is.
At least according
Next.
to our friends at WrestleTalk, who've had the tracker for it.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, Big Show saying I've
a
had
nice
more.
way to spend your day.
Big Show saying I've had more turns than NASCAR.
Yeah.
Talking about
Yeah.
that. But hey, he's been face for a while now.
Right.
Well, at
This
least
time,
until
whatever
Wait,
this match
that's not
is.
it's not Full Gear, is it?
I don't
It's
know.
Dynamite for the weirdest. Anyway, question 2.
I'm sorry, Kenny Omega's in this. Just what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm like, oh God, I'm so happy. Kenny's had a banging singles with MJF. Just the other week he had a banging one with Kyle Fletcher. I'm like, isn't Kenny's singles mint? Well, that's it. Done.
Yeah. Just realised as well, Jerry KO, Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Fits.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Although I did
That's
think
probably what they started with when they wrote this
If you were
story.
to put, I had to stop myself from shouting this out while you was on the podcast the other day, because it's going to be like we were talking about what the Golden Lovers and Jericho
Oh yeah.
merging potentially is the thing. The Jera Golden Showers. No, the Golden Jera Showers. That was what it was. The Golden Jera Showers.
I like it.
It's pretty good. Have the monitors gone off yet? They have. I knew they were going to.
Oh.
Oh, what have you done?
Is it-
for making that up.
Is that the old bouncing gimmick though?
It is, yeah.
Office. Oh. Guys,
We
we
should
could
just
do
set this laptop so it doesn't go to sleep, really, shouldn't we? If we were professionals.
Drum when I had that old phone and I couldn't put it so my screen wouldn't go off.
Yeah, that was good. We're good at this.
That's why they come. For this
Michael Everett. It must have just happened because Michael in the chat's just said it. Thank you, Michael. Question 2. Who did Jericho beat to become tag team champions?
I don't
I
care.
wasn't watching at this point. So.
D-Generation X.
Yes, Generation X. Boom.
No, dear,
there
that's
you go.
wrong.
It's worth the try.
It's worth a try.
The colons, CM Punk and Kofi Kingston, or Legacy, or the Legacy.
Ooh, hello. The colons. Why not?
No, dear, that's
They
wrong.
are experts.
It was the Legacy.
Right.
Cool.
I wonder what they're up to now. Well, I know what. And I ain't talking about Cody. Question 3.
I think the less you know, the better.
Mark Henry superplexed the Big Show,
Yeah, he did.
breaking the ring
Yeah, he
at
did.
which pay-per-view?
don't know.
Night of
I'm
Champions,
not Hamlet.
Vengeance, Over the Limit, or No Way
Nicholas, my brain was saying vengeance, so let's do vengeance. I don't know.
Fun.
Hey,
you.
yeah, literally, apparently that's in there. Who knows why?
Out? One each. Question 4. Big Show won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 31 by last eliminating who?
Nicholas, because why did he eliminate him? Because it would have been such a great payoff to all of this. You fool. You fools, WWE. It was Mizdow, wasn't it?
It was
Like,
dumbest.
come on.
Yep.
Didn't he get the cathartic thing? It was like, yay, he's got rid of them. Oh, it's gone.
Oh.
And it's dead.
Yay.
Because everyone wanted to see the Big Show win that battle royal, didn't they? That's what you wanted. Come on, be honest. Because he's like Andre. He's big. He's got to win it. Mizdow was so over at that point as well, man.
Sure UK Fabe says Pauls of Jericho.
Now we're talking.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very, very good.
That is good.
2-1. Question 5. How much was Floyd Mayweather reportedly paid to face the Big Show at WrestleMania 24? That is mad that match happened.
Yep.
Crazy.
$1 million? $5 million?
Bill. I had in my head 5 million for some reason, so I'll
Go
go
for
with that.
5. I like it.
No, dear, that's
Yeah, well, I
wrong.
forget about that, Phil. Your head sucks. Thanks, head.
$1 million, $10 million, or $20 million?
$10 million.
No, dear,
20
that's
million,
wrong.
20 million.
What?
Hey, Money Mayweather doesn't get his name by accident. 1 million would have been a joke, by the way. Floyd was like, just a mil.
Yeah.
That'll do. To fight this gigantic man in a setting
Yeah.
that I may or may not regret for the rest of my life. I don't think he did, but yeah.
I don't think you did.
He's a so small. He's a so small.
Shout out to Sean Fieldsen, who got it right on that one. in the chat.
There you go.
Kid Icarus says, we know the live show is sold out, but how many tickets were actually sold? If it isn't 69, I feel like you missed a trick, gents.
Wasn't, unfortunately.
Can't reveal
We
how
can't reveal.
massive the
Yeah.
number
But-
was, unfortunately.
If you were gutted that you didn't manage to get
You
tickets...
can contact Newcastle Council and they will.
We may have to get Brent Council to do the official count. I'm pretty sure, though, it was around the 80,000 mark. Is what
yeah,
I'm,
just there or
that's
thereabouts.
what I'm hearing.
No, thereabouts.
But
I'm
if,
just-
if you're good you didn't get tickets, who knows? That might not be the only live show that we do.
Heyo.
Put it this
Hint,
way,
wink,
right?
wink.
If I have my way, there will be more of these shows. That's the only reason I'm doing this goddamn thing in the first place. Look at him. He belongs on a stage
I'm ready for my close-up.
with a soundboard, but he belongs on a stage.
What is this? Monday Night Raw? Question 6, 2-1 to Nicholas. The Big Show
We
made
are
a,
really good at this, aren't we?
The Big Show made a cameo in which music video? Was it Cisco's Thong Song?
Incredible.
Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back? Rag and Bone Man Giant? Or Girls Aloud the Show? Huh?
You had fun with that last one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Phil.
The first one.
Thong
sounds
song,
like-
just
yeah,
because I want it
first
to
one.
be.
It's gotta be. Come on.
Hang on, where am I? Where's the... Where are we?
Hang on. What? He's ready for the
Thong,
thong song.
thong, thong, thong.
Hey! It's the only one that really felt
Yeah.
plausible, eh?
2 each, 4 to go.
Here we go.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
Every time. People don't understand the skill we have.
Big,
Very, very low.
Big Show was given which award by the Wrestling Observer newsletter in 2002?
Biggest wrestler.
Biggest show.
Can't argue with it.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Most butt rock entrance.
Strongest
None of these?
wrestler. Most embarrassing wrestler.
Oh.
Harsh.
Most overrated wrestler.
Harsh also.
Best flying wrestler.
Now we're talking. Now, does that mean he flies well on planes? Is he a good flyer?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he just sleeps really well on planes.
I feel like...
I'm very jealous if that's the case.
I also don't think it will be the size of him.
does he have... He must have, like, get him two seats and put the arms up.
I assume
He's just a gigantic man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
It's not a jibe at him at all. He's a massive,
it's-
massive man.
There's a bit where they pretended he was under the giant sun and he didn't exactly have a great
Yeah.
time on airplanes either.
Like, you'd have to put him in the baggage bit, wouldn't you?
Well,
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
just giving up the little baggage.
You've got like a little blow up
lying
mattress
there
for
going
him.
up the
Just a little blow up mattress. And say if you'd like to come down here, just have a nice.
For some reason, when you said that, I thought you meant the overhead locker.
No, he's just walking for. Hey, how's it going?
Sorry, I put your bag a bit further down.
Sorry, you need to feed me my dinner now. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. Could you just pass me the potatoes?
Someone goes to shut the thing. I'm sorry, I'm watching the in-flight movie. If you could.
Funnier still, if they go to like put the luggage in and lift it open and he's in there. Hey,
Hey.
do you want to sleep? Like, pull the back shut.
When were these awards?
2002.
And who was the
2002.
awarders?
Huh?
Who were the awarders? Who were giving them the awards?
Wrestling Observer newsletter readers.
Nicholas, what was the second one that was really unfair?
Most embarrassing
Yeah,
wrestler.
that one. Yeah. Cruel, man. Why do
Yeah.
these exist?
It's really
Evil.
cool.
That's just horrible. Spiteful, isn't it?
I think it's a
I
defunct
think he
award
probably
now.
knows if he's having a bad time, he'll
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
know. Doesn't need an award. Well done.
Thank you
Didn't
very
you
much.
do well at being crap?
I do like.
Look at you go. Look at
I
you
do
excelling.
like it when an actor turns up at the Razzies.
Yeah.
Like I remember Halle Berry
Like a
going
badge
to
of
collect hers for
prize.
Catwoman
Yeah.
and thanking her agent for telling her to do the role.
Like take it with a. Yeah, I understand that. I guess, but
Yeah.
Question 8, 3-2. Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Big
Yeah,
Show
whatever.
recently revealed. It was a thumbnail. This.
Hello.
He'd taken between 13,000 and 18,000 calories a day sometimes. When he was talking about this on TalkSport, he said after McDonald's, he'd often go to which fast food place? Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Taco Bell, or Jersey Mike's Subs?
Oh, he knows how to cater to his audience, this guy. I'll let you have this one, Phil, because
Yeah, what were they again?
Pizza Hut, Wendy's, Taco Bell, or our favourite, Jersey Mike's Subs?
Jersey Mike's.
Phil. Wendy's.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Yeah. Just thought it'd be open.
Yeah, what was the other ones?
Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Jersey Mike's
Pizza
Subs.
Hut.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza. McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza.
That was a weird song.
It was a weird song.
Let's eat.
It was in a weird era.
He was in a weird era.
It was Taco Bell. He'd have 20 tacos, he'd say.
Yep.
Who was Last Ketchup? What did they do?
I said, hey,
Uh-huh.
hey, hey, we do it, hey, seven, oh, mama, me, and they boogie, and they boogie, and they beat.
Yeah, remember that?
There you go.
Hey, on YouTube now.
3-2 still. 2 questions to go.
Yeah. 2 questions to go. You again.
Tough question here.
Okay.
Which of these isn't an acting role that the Big Show has played?
Fun.
Huge Santa. Come on. I didn't realise you'd taken a sip. I'm sorry.
Huge Santa. Go on.
Huge Santa. Alien slave trader. Mechanic. Or Super Mario. He's played 3 of them.
Where has he played these?
The part is the worst
On
part.
television and on the big screen.
Worst part is I'm trying to think if has he been Super Mario? Because like,
I mean, it
Of all of them.
sounds like it should be.
does
Super
that
Mario,
include if he
but
was
I
that
also-
character on WWE TV?
No. No, he has to have played it in a.
So is this like an IMDb credit, or is this?
I've done my research. How dare you? It's so lazy. Just look on
You just seen a
IMDb.
picture of him.
I clicked on
Super
2
Mario
links.
from
You
There are
think-
2
yeah.
purple links on here, Phil.
You think you're so clever, don't you?
Question number 1.
Oh my God! What were they again?
Huge Santa.
Yeah.
Alien slave trader.
Yeah.
Mechanic.
Okay.
Super Mario.
Oh my God!
There's an art form of the way he does it as well.
I know.
isn't there?
I can't pick which one
Mechanic
he did
is
then.
low-key a great
Yeah.
inclusion because it's a flat pronunciation after all the stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff. Huge Santa,
Super
Alien
Mario
slave
is
trader,
so
mechanic.
outlandish.
It's
And then-
and then Super Mario. It's an art form. It is.
Oh my God! I have no idea. I'm gonna go with alien slave trader. Why not?
No, dear, that's
Oh,
wrong.
come on.
You have
Super
to
Mario.
deliberately-
Oh, well, I'm trying to get it wrong.
You're trying to get it wrong.
Yeah, Super Mario. He's got to have been him. So. Yeah. Oh, for God.
Why would you pick Super Mario?
He's just had to have done it somewhere.
No. Never
No,
played
why
Super-
would he pick Super Mario as like the one to add in as his made-up one? It's just too weird.
I'm getting better. I'm getting
You are getting
smarter.
better, yeah, I suppose. You're getting better.
Played an alien slave trader in Star Trek. Apparently.
Yep.
Loads of the Fed guys went there.
Of course.
Rock did something there, didn't he?
Rock
as well?
definitely did some Star Trek.
And he was Huge Santa in Jingle All the Way.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I had no
Goated.
doubt that he was huge Santa.
Yeah, that was never a
That was
question.
never a question.
So unfortunately, you've
When was he a
lost
mechanic? You've got to.
MacGruber.
Well, look, hang on. Only if you what's this?
Double points.
Double points. I don't know what I'm looking at, but double points.
Good quiz.
Nope, yep, nope.
Oh, there goes. There you
That's
go.
the noise.
You're not going to believe it.
How many honks there are is how many points are up for grabs. That's 2.
Oh my God.
Double point
Incredible.
round. And
What a fairy tale ending this could be.
picture this, by the way. Picture this. We're on like it's a big television show. The spotlights come onto you now, Phil, for this question. Okay.
I like turn one of them lights off and just have the other one on. Boom, boom, boom.
You know, like
X-Files.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? No, I was trying to do the Who Wants to Be. I was trying to do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The people at home know what you're talking
Okay.
about. And the people on the podcast. I think so. The lights have gone down.
Phil Chambers.
Hello.
To tie this all up. Big Show once shit himself taking one move.
You're such a jerk. This guy.
Go on.
An FU. A choke slam.
An F-poo.
An F5. An F5. Or a tombstone.
See, I feel like I should remember this. But
I'll
my
give you credit. It
brain
didn't happen on
doesn't make
telly.
things.
It was an
Yeah.
event in South Africa.
I think it was an FU because of FPoo.
But then also, what if it was an F5?
Nah, it's FU.
Do you think? I hope so. If it's not,
Then you win.
but the people at home want to draw. Okay.
F you.
Well, do you want it?
No, we'll risk it all.
Check
I'll
with
risk
the
it all
channel.
on a game of chance. Flip a coin. And we'll just keep going until... Sorry, go on. Yeah, no, come on, the people want a quiz.
Matt Rain says, Nicholas, do you recall my tweet about FaceTiming Hamlet if I log more Spotify minutes for What Culture Pods than anybody else? Can we get that on the channel if that's the case? You seemed game at the time.
I mean, I see a lot of things, Matt, you know. I feel like what I should do is abuse this position of power, like all good, normal men seem to do, apparently. That's a good thing. We can make this man dance, can't we? We can make this man dance and jump the hoops. And I've got no qualms with you, Matt Rains, at all. I know you and Hamford have your thing.
Yeah.
I actually think you're quite nice, you know. But this is a lot of power to give a man. I do recall the conversation, I do. Whether or not it actually ends up becoming a thing, of course, is another thing entirely. But I would say you have my blessing because it's channel related. And if that means listening and viewing and doing all this stuff, well, it's okay by me.
I also forgot we're not using the Ask the Chat.
Yes, you haven't used Ask the Chat.
So I'll just let them decide.
Yeah.
Well,
No worries, the chat. If you get it
Do
wrong,
you want the first reply?
Matt Rains, I'll make it work for you.
No, I
I'll
want
figure that
the
out.
majority decision,
This
please.
three-way split.
Come on.
Matt Rains has written.
Come on, Ask the Chat.
Matt Rains has
What we
written
got?
an
Ask
F
the
poo from
chat.
the butthole.
Ask the chat.
Devin Dowling quite rightly
the
thinks
chat.
tombstone
Ask
right in
the
front of the
chat.
dead man's
Ask
face.
the chat.
And Michael
Ask
Everett
the
says
chat.
F5.
Ask the chat.
Well, it's not a tombstone.
Ask the chat. Ask the chat. Ask the chat.
So the
Ask
next
the
reply
chat.
that comes
Ask
in.
the chat. Ask the chat. Ask the chat. Ask the chat. Ask the chat.
Nobody's
Ask
chatting.
The chat. Why are you not
Nobody's
chatting? Why are you
There
not chatting?
is a small
Type,
delay.
God damn it, type!
It's just going to be like... brrrr.
You sons of
Just
bitches,
sabotage
type.
it. Shall I just write tombstone in it? Sabotage you.
Why is no one typing?
There is a delay, don't
There is
forget.
a delay, this is true.
Ask the
How long is
chat.
this delay? Oh, it's an F5, there you go.
Eric Vasquez says F5. So you're changing your answer.
Yeah. To an F5 poos.
What about the F poo?
F5 poos.
And I tell you right now, Phil Chambers, if you'd have said a tombstone,
Oh, I like this.
Hello.
He's
I'd
gonna
have
do
pressed this button.
Good.
No, dear, that's
He's a
wrong.
showman.
I mean, that was one I knew it wasn't.
Yep. He's doing the old Russian roulette, isn't he?
You'd have said choke slam.
Yeah, no, it's not.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Come on,
I knew it was one of the Fs.
don't deprive his don't
Come on,
deprive his fun now, Philip.
I knew it was one of the Fs. That's the only thing I knew.
But you changed your mind from an F poo
Hello.
to an F5.
To an F5.
We're there. You keep it. Dum, dum. Dum, dum,
You're saying
Dum.
he pooped himself
dum, dum,
after an F5.
dum,
Yep.
dum.
Centrifugal force forcing the poo out. Because he spun so fast.
Dum, dum,
Phil Chambers.
dum, dum.
Yeah!
Eric Vasquez sliding in the last
Great name.
second.
I've heard. Great
I've
name.
heard.
Yeah, it was an F5 from Brock Lesnar that it caused him to poop himself. I'm trying to think. I'm finding.
And you
Hello.
thought it was F poo.
And what was the phrase that Paul Heyman used alongside all this? He said, I'm sorry. Big Show said, I hit that, Matt. Brock goes, did you poop? I said, yeah. He goes, haha, you pooped. And Paul Heyman,
Love that. Ha ha. You pooped.
You pooped.
You pooped.
he clarified this on an episode of Oral Sessions, saying that he had to throw away his gear. And Paul Heyman quote tweeted that, saying,
Oh, I think I'm.
I hereby confirm Paul White pooped his pants taking the F5 from Brock Lesnar. I'm also breaking the 18-year-old news that it wasn't the worst smelling moment in his life.
Paul doing Paul dirty. Yeah.
There was this one time he stunk up the entire state of Alaska with a 3-minute fart. Thanks for joining us today. That's what you get.
Never mind 3-minute warning. 3-minute fart. Am I right? That's it. Got him. Oh, it sounds terrible. Like I can imagine it was like.
Do you reckon it sounded like his intro? Number one.
Pretty good control.
Number one. So congratulations to both Adam Nicholas and Phil Chambers, the co-winners of this week's quiz! Let us know if you've ever pooped yourself on, on X. What culture WWE? Or how you got on the quiz? Either or, you know.
Have you ever pooped yourself?
I think so, yeah. Maybe I'll tell that story next week. Why is they follow all three of us? You can follow Phil Chambers on X at
Poop My Chambers. You can follow Adam Nicholas at
It's Poopy Nicholas, and you can also follow Adam Wilbourn at
Adam Poopball. Follow us all at What Culture Poop.
Poop Culture, obviously.
Oh yeah. What Culture Wrestling, wherever you get
Don't
your
set up the wrong channel.
wherever you get your poopcast from. Crown Jewel previews available right now. But this has been WrestleCulture. Thanks to everyone who's joined us in the chat for your donations and everything that's gone with it. Sorry for everything. Thanks to Phil. Thanks to Lucas. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon. WrestleCulture poops in front of a live studio audience.
Poop. Well, this is the sound of the wheels falling off. And we're still
Close
alive.
the thing.
Bye,
Close
everyone.
the thing.
Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.
Bye, YouTube.
All the time.
Oh, dear.
Keep waving.
Yes.
Bye. We need papers to rustle, like at the end of a news.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Look
Like in the
like...
papers. We're rustling papers.
Oh, yeah. I forgot how much I've told this audience. Eric Vasquez just written.